Good afternoon. This is the video update for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, February 21st. Pretty interesting couple of days. Yesterday we had a Run for the Hills event. We had the Fed minutes come out from the last meeting, and just like the previous month, the Fed or some members of the Fed came out and said that they were looking to, or ways to exit QE Infinity that's been underway for the last several months. And just like last month, traders ran for the exit and the market went splat, as we can see here on the 15-minute chart. And just like that, we are back down to the bottom of the trading channel that has been in place for the last month. We saw a little bit of continuation on that selling this morning, pushing lower, and then out of the blue, they started to cover. This market has needed a retrace, but every time we have a retrace start, the shorts get frustrated, and back up we go. And today was no different, with a nice little late day rally before we saw some more profit taking into the close. But as you can see on the 15-minute chart, we've bounced off the lower end of the channel. If we look at the daily chart, you can see we got right down to the 20-day exponential. And last couple of times we've seen that happen, we've gone lower in the next day, or we've rallied at that point. So we could see another move downward tomorrow, or we could see a bounce back. RSI's trending down to that 50 level, which is typically a bounce point. We also see the same thing on stochastics down here at 50. If we do see further selling, we could see a pullback to the 50-day moving average around the 13,600 area, and things would still be fine and dandy. You'll note today that the clowns on TV, of course, were hyping up the VIX, which, as I've continued to say, is an absolutely useless indicator unless the market is tanking. But given the explosions in options trading over the last 3-4 years, and the fact that we have option quotation mark gurus talking on TV all the time, of course it is always mentioned because they make money the more people trade them. But it's a useless indicator right now. Actually, what does the indicator look like? Here's the VIX. Wow, look at that monster move. Oh, wait a minute. We were at 12. We went to 15. We've done the similar thing, and the market has rallied dramatically. So, as I said, unless the VIX gets up 40-plus level, I don't even bother looking at it. You'll hear it talked about on TV all the time. Russell, we broke that uptrend line, and we closed right underneath the 20-day exponential. And again, if we don't see it bounce back tomorrow, we could see a pullback to the 50-day moving average, and that is fine and dandy. I mean, we need to see some resets on a lot of chart. As I mentioned in the chat room today, the Popper scan, mega low reading. Before that little late day rally that we had in the market, we had a 3 reading on the Pop scan under 5, and I think it was 19 reading under $15. That is extremely low, and quite a surprise. I think the last time I've seen it that low was during the debt crisis or debt ceiling fiasco of 2 years ago, when it got down to those mega low levels. And typically when we get readings like that, usually means we're going to get a snapback in the market, although it's hard for me to say we're going to get a snapback when we're really not down a whole lot on the major indices. But could mean we've got an upward bias tomorrow. As regard to the Fed, the Fed, of course, is going to be talking about how to get out of the easing that they're doing right now. There's going to continue to be chatter like that. But just like last month when they came out and talked about it, the day after we had bad economic data, and this morning we had an uptick in jobless claims, and with the monkeys in Washington unable to come to a deal, and a big chunk of money getting cut out of the budget, I don't see the Fed pulling the punch bowl away anytime soon. And regarding these cuts that are coming, all this money that we're going to get cut from the government is going to come from cutting jobs. Oh, what a smart thing to do. Let's cut jobs. Let's put them on unemployment. So we're going to lose money on one hand, or save money on one hand, and then spend it on the other. So we take it from one pocket, we put it in the other pocket. Nonsense. Hopefully we'll come to a deal, but the market, at least at this stage, I think has priced in the cuts and priced in a deal, so maybe end up being a non-event like it was in December. bullish percent still continues to trend higher. As I mentioned, this is something we need to keep an eye on. If we do see a substantial sell-off, we will start to see this indice break down. And what we're probably going to be looking for is this line right here. You see this dark line breaking down below the 20-day exponential. We see that happen, then we'll start to pay very close attention to what's going on here. As for stock plays, ALVR trading alert yesterday. This is a stock that got a very nice pop last month on news/rumors that they were up for sale, that they were looking to sell their network business, network carrier business, and a hedge fund was going to come in and buy the rest of the company. Yesterday, the company came out and said that they were delaying their earnings report till early March because they are in discussions to sell their carrier business. So that rumor looks to be true, and we moved in, as we should, around 51 cents. Nice little pop on it today, up 10% on a bad market day. And as I mentioned, the sum of the parts, if the rumor ends up coming to pass, we could be looking at a 75 cents to dollar buyout price on this stock with very, very nice upside. We were able to buy this one at a 15% discount to that big spike we saw last month. Nice chart setup. Actually, let's look at a closer view on this one. Nice breakout on this one. 60 cents will probably bring the chasers in. We saw a positive MACD cross today, and if we go back to the 1-year chart, you can see this break here of 60 cents, and just on a chart standpoint, we're looking at a gap fill up there to the 80 cent area. That's a 60% gain from where we picked this puppy up yesterday. Very, very nice. SCON. Another dip and rip in this market. The robots are just loving life because what we have been seeing happening a lot lately is they take out the support, they take out the stops, they take out logical bounce points, and then news comes and the stocks rocket back up. Over the last 3-4 days since that break of the 25 cent stop and support, they've just been pushing this one down. No news to explain it. A lot of panic out there. Yesterday, the company came out and announced their earnings date. And typically, when a stock is selling off and then they announce an earnings date and they don't warn and they don't issue bad news, it means it was a shakeout and some news is coming. And lo and behold, this morning, the news that we have been waiting for came regarding the production of their HTS wire. Very, very nice news. And you recall, when we were jumping into this stock up here, our target was the 200-day moving average on this news. So let's see if we can get some follow-through tomorrow, a break through the 50-day moving average, and it could be rock and roll time into early March here. We're looking at a positive MACD cross, stochastics in the basement. Very, very nice volume on this one today. And the last time this stock got big volume, back in early December, over the course of a week or so, it ended up going up 75%. So let's see if we see that same continuation on this one over the next few days. ABIO. Nice little consolidation here. Got a dip below 50 cents today. You had some of the Twitter clowns pumping this a day ago. Was at 50 cents this morning. No mention. 55 cents on volume. Hey, they're still long it. That's how it is. Breakout, probably 60 cents will set it free for move back up to that 75 cent area. Let's see if we can get a break through that 8-day moving average tomorrow, and then we'll know it's the real deal. We're nicely oversold now. Biotech stocks continue to be very, very hot. So looking very, very nice on the chart here. ZLCS, new trading alert. We close right at the breakout. Right at the triangle breakout, right at the 20-day and 50-day moving averages. First target is a move up there, 75 cents area, then 83, and the 200-day moving average up there at 88 cents. As I mentioned, per the last earnings report, these guys are expected to release phase 2 or phase 1 trial data on one of their hyped up pain drugs. This stock posted news on their other drug last month, and the stock popped 20%. So chart looks ready. This stock, at least every 3 weeks likes to go on one of those 20 to 50% moves. And it's been 3 weeks since the last pop. Chart looks ready. We should see some nice continuation higher here tomorrow. RSI curling up. We're looking at a positive MACD cross, and stochastics are under 20, which is where we like to pick up these bottomed out plays. TXCC, little tech play. Very nice setup on the chart. We actually got a pop above $1 yesterday. Got pulled back on really low volume today. Looking for a breakout on this one. We have a positive MACD cross. Stochastics soaring up through 50. On bounce, volume looks great. And this one, I think, in the next day or two is going to go boom. As you can see here on the 1 year chart, we get that little break there of 98.99, $1 zone, and we could be looking at 25% upside very, very quickly to a 124 gap fill with a very nice support put in place here in the 88 cent to 90 cent area. Last but not least, want to mention, though, with some news out again today, Nevada looks like they're going to legalize online poker. Glue, of course, gets big pops on this news. Got a nice pop to as high as 238. Just like the New Jersey news that came out last month, this stock popped, dropped, and then romped for the next couple of days up to the 250 area. Looks very, very nice, along with COOL, which has also walked down today. 63 cents on this one. Could see a pop up to 67, 70 cent area. And then it'll get interesting to see if chasers come in. So we've got some very nice setups. Actually, one last stock I got to mention. RNN. Chart looks a little bit crazy today because there was some crazy action on this stock. Out of the blue, even though it was at 34 cents, they were able to cross a 32 cent trade. Then mid-morning, out of the blue, stock ran to a high of the day of almost 36 cents. Then immediately, they walked it down again to 32 cents. Now, looking at this chart, this is a stock, that does this quite regularly. Has a big pop. They manipulate the crap out of it on lower volume. Then it has a big pop, manipulate it down. Each time when it touches the 50-day moving average, we get a nice solid bounce back. Just going off that pattern, the way the stock was trading today, tomorrow looks to be that day when we see another pop higher. And each time it's been going, it's been gaining and 2 to 3 cents higher than the previous pop, which gives us up to that 200-day moving average. Biotech stocks have been doing very, very well. This one, based on the pattern, should have a very nice update within the next day or so, just going off the last pattern. So we've got some very nice setups. If you've got any questions on any plays, shoot me an email or ask me in the chat room, and I will see you guys in there tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye.